Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, everyone. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So happy to see you all here. Thank you for joining in.
Good to see you too, ma'am, with a smiling face.
Thank you, and same to all of you. Very happy. And thank you for taking out time on a Saturday to be with me. So I'm happy. And let more people join in.
Yes, ma'am.
I think there would be a couple more people. Hello, Devi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello,
ma'am.
good evening. Hi, Sadhika. Hello, Priyanka. Hi, Reenu.
Hello,
Hello, Raksha. Hello. And yes.
Hi there. It's great to talk to you.
So my Alexa is talking to me now. Alexa, I'm not talking to you. Please stop. So, okay. All right. I got a couple of questions from some parents. So we'll take a couple of those questions. And today I'm going to be talking about auditory processing, and I will be giving you certain concrete activity to start. Hello. And so that is what we are going to do. I would also be showing you a couple of progression on how you can do or make reading progression with your child. So maybe a book very early on when you start, and then maybe after a couple of months, and then after a couple of months. So this is how you could also you'd get an idea. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put myself on spot here. Hang on. Okay. Wait. Let me first admit everyone. Okay. All right. Just for my okay. First of all, let's all get some rules here, because there are going to be a lot of people. So can I please request everyone to put yourself on mute? It'll be very good, because sometimes, when I'm thinking and then there is a whole thought going on, and then suddenly somebody disrupts in between, it's just the whole chain of thought breaks. So that's a request. If you could do, or all of you could put yourself on mute. Also, if it is possible and doable, can you please turn the cameras on? It's very difficult to speak to a black screen. So if it's doable, thank you so much. Good to see you all. Thank you guys. Thank you. Excellent. All right. Wonderful. Okay. And thank you. And already I think you're all rocking parents, superstars, that you're taking time out and here to learn things, to make life easier for your child. So you're already there. Okay, we just need to learn a couple of more things. So great. All right. Before I get started, let me take two questions, and then we'll get started with the whatever I want to share today. So any question, you can raise your hand and I can pick one question. Is there someone who wants to go ahead and ask questions? I'll take two questions, and then maybe later rest of the questions. Is there someone who has a question to ask? Okay, I don't see.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes, please. Who is this? Minsa.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday मैंने फोटो भेजी थी अपने बेटे की राइटिंग की.
I didn't check that, Minsa.
मैम यस मैम, वो 6 years का है एंड ADHD था. ADHD से अब ADD पे आ गए हैं. हाइपर एक्टिविटी रिड्यूस हो गई है. एक साल से ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी करवा रही हूँ. अब स्पीच थेरेपी, अब OT अब बंद कर दिया, अब स्पीच पे आ गई हूँ. तो नंबर्स और हिंदी के अक्षर लिख लेते हैं. खराब है फॉर्मेशन, लेकिन फिर भी लिख लेते हैं. इंग्लिश में कर्सिव राइटिंग नहीं कर पा रहे हैं.
Oh yes, now I remember you sending something. I didn't see the like the picture. Yeah.
तो क्या करते हैं, फॉर्मेशंस तो बनाते हैं बट वो 4 लाइन में नहीं बनाते हैं, वो कहीं पर भी बना देते हैं, फॉर्मेशंस तो कॉपी करने लगे हैं, लेकिन वो ऐसा नहीं है कि लेजिबल हो। तो क्या हम इन्हें ब्लॉक राइटिंग पे ले आए, इनको अभी फिलहाल के लिए कर्सिव के पीछे ना पड़े इनके, क्योंकि ये वो कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं 4 लाइंस वाला।
ओके ओके, गुड क्वेश्चन, एंड आई थिंक काफी सारे लोगों का ये क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, राइट? अगेन, सो मिन्सा, देर आर couple of different school of thoughts on this. Okay, तो मैं अपना ओपिनियन आपको बता देती हूँ, and then you can decide what you would want to do. मैंने बहुत लंबे टाइम तक खुद प्रिंट में ही सब कुछ लिखा है for the longest time, और आज भी if I have to write, I prefer print writing. For many children in our classroom program, for many children in otherwise the children that I have taught, if the child is struggling too much, we don't force them to draw or make formations. They can do so, but we don't force them. And then so that they can go with the school pace, we let them write in print and let them get comfortable with the holding the pencil, writing it, copying it. That in itself is a huge thing for them to do, to be able to sit, focus, hold, make that grip, see it, write it, and then you are adding one more angle of doing it within those lines. See, beyond a point, none of us are making or writing in lines. We are only writing it on one line, right? It is perfectly all right for, see, you as a mother and as somebody who's intelligent and seeing all this, you all need to trust your gut. The biggest thing as a parent that you can do is to trust your gut. When you see your child is struggling and you're getting all those mixed signals from people, who do you trust? You trust your child and you trust your gut. My child is struggling. Why am I so adamant on doing or making him write in cursive? What purpose does it solve? See, right now he doesn't have to write exams, by writing fluently. He doesn't have to, है ना? अभी नहीं कर रहा है ना वो, अभी नहीं करना है, तो let him get comfortable with the process of writing. Let him write in print. And I am telling you, Minsa, and I have seen it at many children. You let them be comfortable, within a year or two, they will pick up cursive like this. They'll pick up cursive on their own. You just have to do couple of exercises. Okay, so I'd done this whole course with handwriting without tears. I had my certifications and everything done from there also. It's a good program, but I would say you can still make it happen at home without making it into 4 lines. Make just 2 lines, okay, or 3 lines. You can buy a blank book, blank copy, okay, and bada उसको replicate कर लो double size पे. Whatever lines you want your child to write in, उसको double कर लो. So 2 blue, 1 pink, like that, but big, double, and then let him write simple. That's for like extra time, not for the school thing. So give him 1 page every day, right? But don't force him. It's perfectly all right, Minsa. He's 6, right? 6.5.
Yes, ma'am. 6. Closing to 6
Oh,
and
come on. Yeah, so let it be. No, let him enjoy the process of learning. We make learning so difficult that they are so discouraged. They don't want to sit and learn. We have to just make it fun. Okay. I hope so. Make it fun. Make learning fun. That should be the tagline of all of us, all moms, right? Okay. One more question and then we'll move on. Okay. Yes, Sushma, you have a question.
Hello, good evening, madam.
Yes, Sushma. Hi, good evening.
Yeah, my son is 4.5 years old. He is able to scribble, but not in a structured way. Actually, he writes A when I hold his hand. A, B, till G he is able to write, but when I hold his hand, if I leave him, he scribbles most of the time, and sometimes in the letters.
Sushma, what is the diagnosis?
He has Prader-Willi syndrome, madam, decreased muscle power.
And he's 4.5?
Yeah.
And what does the OT say?
They told to increase this fine motor grasp skills like that with dough, everything.
And
As much as ask him to scribble so that his muscle power will increase.
right, and he's scribbling.
Yeah, he scribbles a lot. He enjoys
Right.
scribbling.
Yeah, but we want him to frame the lines, write it within lines, write those framed, pre-decided, written numbers. We want him to be in a structure, and he doesn't want to be in a structure, Sushma.
Yeah, madam.
Isn't that like that's pretty much it?
Yeah, that's what.
See, I don't want to make it a philosophical class. It's about learning. But please, parents, think about yourself as a mother first, okay, and then somebody who is a teacher. Child is 4.5. There is a trouble. I mean, his fine motor skills are challenged. You need to work on it. He's already scribbling. He's enjoying scribbling. What do we need to do, Sushma? What do we need to do?
We should try him to keep it in structured way. I am trying, madam.
No. I mean, it's okay. Teach him in structured way, but you can't be just asking him to do only this. He would not want to hold the pencil because you are making him do what you want him to do. You're not letting him do what he wants to do. The core of learning is make the child interested. Is the child happy learning that? Is the child having fun? You take the fun away from learning, the child is not coming back to you. Okay. Let him scribble, no? Make bigger circles. Give him different colors. Do clay thing. You work intensively for the next 3-4 months on his fine motor skills and not writing. You want the result, and you are not following the process. So Sushma, concentrate on the process. Okay. Do a lot of fine motor exercises. 3 months, let him scribble, Baba. Nothing is going to change in 3 months.
Actually, he is scribbling almost since a year, madam.
It's okay. He's still 4.5.
Okay.
Sushma.
Okay,
if he was 6,
Hello,
if he was 6.
Am I audible to you? Hello.
Yeah. Just a second. I'm answering.
Sorry. Did I interrupt? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Sushma. So try and do that, and maybe in 3-4 months, come back to me. Okay. Let me know how it is going. Encourage him. Okay. Work on his fine motor, and then let me know in about 3 months. 3 months, I'm saying.
Okay, madam.
Okay. All right. Okay, parents. Yes. Who is this?
Ma'am, Kritika here.
Yeah, Kritika. Oh, okay.
Kritika here.
Sorry. Yeah.
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to thank on behalf of all parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, actually, my son turned 5 recently.
Right.
So he is learning, comprehension and speaking via situations.
Mm-hmm.
As in something, he just spilled water. So he says, I just spilled water or something. Do you think there is a relationship between reading and comprehension, ma'am? I mean,
Of course. A big yes.
Because what I understand, ma'am, this path which is there na, phonics wala ya fir VC, CVC site, ye hai na ma'am jo path?
Yeah. Go on.
So regular path hai. I don't understand whether it is correct to my son, ma'am. I mean,
yeah.
Because he's learning via situations. What is the fun if I go via regular way? Could you just elaborate what is the relationship between his reading skills and general language, functional communication talk, ma'am? I mean, real talk.
Yeah, everything. Kritika, is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay. And Kritika, what's the diagnosis of your child?
He's been diagnosed with ASD and SPD, both, ma'am.
Okay. And how old is he now?
He just turned 5, ma'am.
Okay. And so is he reading?
Ma'am, actually, I am so sorry, but somebody told me if I just go into reading and writing, he may become hyperlexic. So we just, we ignored academics at all. I mean,
that's okay. That's okay. To each its own.
I don't know, ma'am. Somebody told us
That's
he may
okay. We are
become
not here to
hyperlexic.
judge. People make different choices based on the inputs they get, based on whatever information they get from different therapists, based on different cities, different countries, wherever they are. So
our journey
nobody.
basically started with both play therapy and ABM, ma'am. So
Right.
beautifully he asks what he wants. He just expresses his feelings, and he's just emotionally connected to us. That is what we are
Excellent.
happy as of now.
Excellent.
But I
Excellent.
don't understand. Is it what is the difference if he knows reading, and how is it useful for him to talk or communicate or socialize? What is the relationship, ma'am?
So you're saying that there could be a choice wherein you don't teach him reading at all. Is that what you want to like? Do you want to pursue that path wherein you don't want to teach him reading?
My doubt is academics really a point to be concerned? I mean, what happens if he's not interested in academics? I mean, will teach reading help him in functional talk, ma'am? That is my doubt, to be frank.
Okay. Okay. So I'll quickly take that question and then we'll move on. Okay, to auditory processing. That's the topic for today. Now, Kritika, I agree with you that academics should not be the sole objective of us teaching our child anything. In fact, if you really want to learn something, if you take the exam thing out of it, we truly want to learn. Okay. But when it comes to our children, surely if you don't want to send him to a school and you want to raise him differently than what most parents would generally do, you can pursue that path, no trouble. However, the word doesn't talk only in gestures. The word talks in words. And that communication is oral as well as written. Everywhere that he goes to, he may have to read from where the toilets are to what are the directions, what are the instructions, every basic thing that he would want to probably get to go to understand, write, a basic phone number that he has to write. So this is something that I can think of right now. And of course, as he grows up, a lot of times when our children do not have the kind of friends that we would want them to have, of course, the peer group moves on. A 14-15-year-old or a 13-year-old neurotypical child and a 13-year-old child with diverse child, then what happens is the books can really become the anchor. They can really take him on a journey of imagination. They can be his good friend, best friend. You can't teach him all the experiences of life, but a book can. So again, I'm no one to say what you should or you shouldn't do. All I can say is, if you're not giving him a skill as critical as reading, then you're definitely not kind of depriving him from something. But then that's your choice to make. And yes, reading and comprehension come hand in hand. A lot of times children learn context from reading. They learn question answers from reading, a lot of things, So because I do run the reading and comprehension program. So all of this is something that I'm extremely passionate about. So my answer would be a big yes. They are connected. They are critical. They are important. And we, at least for the fun of it, for the learning part of it, you should and must teach reading and some writing. If not, like go through the academic part. Okay. I hope that answers your question, Kritika. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I'm going to now. I know, I have okay, Anki's phone. She's saying just one question, but I'll okay. Go ahead.
It's very crisp. It's very crisp, ma'am. Ma'am, hi, this is Aki from Pune. My son is on spectrum, 7 years on spectrum. Though he
Hello,
is going
hello.
to the mainstream with the shadow teacher. Okay. My only one question is, ma'am. So many, you are providing so many things there, reading comprehension. Now this is all about the writing skills and everything. Actually, what about which program do you offer, ma'am? Only one thing. Because I'm very much
What
interested in the reading and writing part.
what program do I offer?
Yes, not offer, ma'am. What program you are with? The offer is the wrong word, actually.
What program do I teach? I don't
See,
get your
ma'am,
question.
yeah, you can say it is the online teaching and everything you are doing for the reading comprehension, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
And now this is about the writing skills.
So writing, no, we don't have any exclusive program for writing per se.
Okay.
But the writing comes within a comprehension, like a small part of it. But it's not handwriting. We don't teach handwriting. We
Okay,
teach
okay,
what to
okay.
write. What to write.
Okay, I got
So
it. Through the reading and the writing part. I got it.
yeah, the writing
I got
description.
confused
So
by
if
that.
there is a picture, how would you
Okay.
describe that picture? So
Okay.
those kind of
Okay.
things we do in comprehension.
Okay.
Okay. Rest, there is a reading program, there is a comprehension
Yes.
program, largely two
Yes.
programs,
Yes.
only two programs.
Yes.
You could go to
You
a
have for 1 month and the 3 months you have, right? 1 month and 3 months.
yes.
I have seen
The
that because I about to enroll since you have this webinar today. It's better to ask you the question about this.
no.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Sure,
so
no
much.
problem. No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any of you have any question about the reading comprehension? I hope you all have gone and downloaded the workbook. It would give you an idea as to what and how it is. Okay. So now I would like to talk a little about auditory processing activities that I'm extremely passionate about. And I think if we do that, we can pretty much change everything about our child and their life. Okay. So what I'm going to share now with you all is a booklet that we generally give to our parents, the parents who pay and become a part of our program. We give them this small booklet to get started on their auditory processing journey. So I'm going to share first that on the screen, and then I would send that book to all of you so that you can at least get on and do it on your own at home. Okay, just give me a second. Let me open it. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is one of the initial book, and there are some instructions. So what we do is we start them on their listening processing, auditory processing, and how to listen and do. Because once we have tagged our children that they are visual learners, this is what we all start to do. We only teach them through vision, all visual. My child is a visual learner. Let me just keep working on that. So it's like saying, my thigh muscles are good, so let me keep working on my thigh muscles. And my arm muscles are not that strong, so let me just leave it that. So what we are trying to do is we are also trying to make those arm muscles stronger so that everything is in proportion. So this is some activity like this, okay? Wait. You give them a grid, and you could also pretty much create it on your own, okay? I'm showing you how do you go about it. And write those simple one instruction at a time. What do? You say it. You don't show it to the child. The child will get only this and the colors. Okay. And you ask the child, so color the apple green. This is a very beginner level. So say a 3-year-old, or maybe a 4-year-old who knows colors and who knows fruits, can recognize them through the outline. So color the apple green, color the carrot, whatever. Okay, you don't have to necessarily make it red only. You can make different colors. So this is for very basic. One instruction at one time. Okay, now go further. If the child gets very comfortable, So there is this, draw a star above the banana. Okay. Draw the egg red. Once the child gets comfortable with it, start doing 2 instructions at the time, at one time. So read 2 instructions clearly, wait for the child to follow it, wait, and then go for the next 2 instructions. And whenever the child wants you to repeat, don't repeat just half part of it. Suppose you said, color the apple green and color the carrot blue. Now the child has done apple green. Now he's waiting. That, Mama, it was carrot, but what color was it? Now don't say blue. Say the whole thing again. So color the apple red, green, and color the carrot blue. And let him pick that information. And then make it interesting by saying, you can only do the color the carrot after you tell me the counting from 1 to 20. So hold it. Let him hold that information a little longer. Okay. So this is 1 instruction at a time. Now, similarly, we go a little further and go from the concrete shape to such abstract shapes. Parents, can you please mute yourself? Okay. Yeah, such shapes. Okay. And go further and make it simple, then make it a little more challenging than just coloring. So draw a small triangle inside the triangle. So first you have to know where is the triangle. Then you need to know what is inside the triangle. Okay. And then if the child is comfortable with all this, add the color. So draw a purple triangle inside the triangle. We have not added the colors here, which is why it is comfortable. It's easy. But we are bringing the prepositions. Quietly we bring the prepositions. So it's under, it's inside, it's above, it's on. Right? Now let's go even further. This is again very, very simple. Now there are 2 different shapes with the same color. So now look at it. Wait. Draw a line under the red circle. So children who listen to the information selectively, selective listening, a lot of our children do that. They would listen to the word red and then they would be like, okay, I need to do something under red. But then they have to keep the information red circle. Okay. So this is again something, you don't have to take pictures or whatever. I'll share this PDF with you. So relax and just listen. Okay. Again, look at this. We go a little further. We are not giving the entire, the animal thing form, just the outline of it. Okay. Here, if the child is getting comfortable with such activities, you can do two instructions at the same time. So color the door of the heart blue and make some grass under the ant. Okay, so this is how we are going to go. And you know, the child needs to know what is a puddle, what is a pond, 3 stars. He has to remember the number also. He has to remember what is the pot. So all of this. Let's go further. I'm just going to show you how it is complicated, you know, progressively. Okay. Now we have brought in the colors. Red circle, blue, yellow, small pink eraser, purple and green. So there are 2 colors also. Write today's date above the green board. So today's date, which means the child also has to be aware of what date is today. Okay. Further on. So now you're bringing in the colors and also the shape. So circle around the turnip. cross out, shade, brown, black. Okay, I'm just going to go, and then now you can just have a look at it. Draw a cloud above the ship and color the cloud yellow. So 2 within the 2. Color the windows of the car black and rest of the car yellow. So see, do you see how progressively from the first sheet that we saw of the instruction and this one, there is so much difference. And it would take at least couple of weeks for the child to be able to come here. So don't expect ek hafta mein main sab sikha dungi. So write your name on the book in reverse. This is again one of a very, very good auditory activity that you can do. Ask your child to say his name in reverse, mama's name in reverse, papa's name in reverse. All the objects around the house, ask him to say those in reverse and write those in reverse. Excellent exercise. Somebody is not on mute. Please put yourself on mute.
This is one of the best auditory work for your child.
Somebody can
is
we please...
Is it audible? बोल के बोलते देखे. Why is it auditory? हाँ?
Parents, please mute yourself.
Sensory auditory. ठीक है.
I will.
Excuse me, I have a question. Shall I ask
Yes.
it now or?
Yeah. Go ahead right now. I'm just trying to find who's not on mute and trying to mute them. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So actually, if a child is not able to follow the instruction, how shall we teach him?
Neha?
Yes.
Okay. What do you, okay, you're saying the child is not following the instruction?
Yeah, if suppose I gave one instruction and he's unable to do it, then how should I teach him?
Right. So that depends. You'll have to figure out, Neha, what is the trouble? Is it the child is not able to listen to you? Is there a hearing challenge? If not, if the child is able to listen to you, then what is it? Is he not visually able to see what needs to be done? Is he not able to comprehend what needs to be done? If he is able to comprehend it, does he not know the color, or does he not know the activity, what should be done? So once you figure what is the trouble, where is the disconnect? So you say color, put a triangle inside the triangle, maybe a red triangle inside the triangle. Now does the child even know what is a triangle? Can he put his finger on the triangle? Okay, he has done that. Now, does he know how to make a triangle? If he knows how to make a triangle, does he know what is inside? Does he know which is the red color? So for that, what you could do also is, we can even break it down further, Neha. Right, make a grid like this. Okay, just ask the child to touch. Okay, so touch pink color. First touch pink and then blue. So he doesn't have to do anything. He's just, you're warming him up for more complicated activities further. So color touch the pink circle and then touch the blue circle. Okay, now touch the red circle, and after that touch the green circle. So that's the very first exercise you can do. Then make it even a little more difficult by making same color but different shapes. So can you touch the blue triangle and after that touch the yellow square? So little more complicated, but make it just touching initially if the child is not comfortable. Once he's comfortable following the instruction, understanding, then you give him the pencil and then you give him the color. Okay, simple. Circle, cross. Gradually write your name. Okay.
Hmm.
Write your name on it. Make a circle under it. Write a dash next to it.
Okay.
Bring in.
Hmm.
This is a beautiful activity for auditory processing, for listening comprehension, for recall. So this is something that you should all do. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
And one more question. And so these auditory activities, does it comes under the comprehension program?
Yes. Yes. Comprehension. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So parents, now another activity that I always talk about is digits repetition. It's called digit span exercise. What I have done for you here is we have done the 2 digit for you all so that you don't have to think. So 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, and the child has to repeat in the same order. Okay. So repeat the number twice and then ask the child to repeat. Say it in a clear voice. Pace it out clearly. 2, 4. 2, 4, and let the child repeat it after you. So we are doing this level 1, and then we go level 1.1, wherein we have kept 2 of the first digit variable and the last constant, 0. So we are not making it straight from 2 to 3. I call it 2.5. So this is how. 150, 410, 330. So there is an extra number, but you only have to remember first 2. Okay. So once you are here, then you could also change the last constant and can make it 1 instead of 0. Once you have done that, let's make all the 3 variables. Okay, I hope that makes sense and that answers a lot of your questions. When the child is not able to answer, you could also do the same with this. You could do 1 variable and 1 constant if the child has really poor auditory processing and you're just getting started. Similarly, we are going to do this words repetition activity. We are doing from the same category: apple, mango, kiwi, chair, table, bed, dog, cat, cow. It's easier when you do it. And later on, you could also have random words. So this is a very simple auditory booklet. Any questions about this? Whatever we had just discussed today?
Just a quick question, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hi, I'm Madhvi.
Hi,
My
Madhvi.
question to you is like when you initially start, say for example, as you mentioned, depending upon the child level, will go further and everything. But what if the child there is a problem with the, like say for example, he learned this one, and then after a couple of months he just forgets it. Then in that scenarios, how do you actually deal with it? Like, because say for example, I took your program and he's doing good in your program, but after like the same thing after 1 month, if we are not doing the same thing, they forget the skill. How do you generally approach this kind of situation?
Skills are not forgotten, Madhvi, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So, okay, for that you need to understand how does our brain work? How does the skill work? When you learn cycling once, you don't forget cycling. When you learn a skill, you don't forget, something. If you learn how to read, you don't forget how to read. So the way you're looking at it is very different from how it actually happens. Also, when you do any activity enough number of times, you start to store that thing into the child's long-term memory. And once anything is stored in the long-term memory, you can recall it anytime that you want. Which is why your children can recall something that happened 3 years ago, but may not be able to remember what they had in the breakfast today. Because that information, what they had in the breakfast today, has still not been stored in their long-term memory. But what happened 3 years ago? Because that has been repeated a lot of times. Who came that day? Tell auntie who came that day. Oh, tell auntie what happened that day. and the child has repeated it a couple of times and now it's stored there and you think, wow, what a great memory of my child. But anything that is repeated, anything that your brain tells you is important, would stay with you. So, you know, a quick example, you're going down the road, somebody stops and asks you, can you tell me the direction to maybe go to, you know, some place, some community center. Okay, I need to go there. Can you tell me the directions? And you tell that person, okay, and you tell that, okay, we need to go, you need to go straight, take a right, and then go straight, go take left, and then done, right? Now, would you remember that person? Would you remember what they had asked for? No, because parents, I'll have to remove you. I'm so sorry. I'll have to remove you if you are not.
Hello.
Please, please mute yourself, everyone. Okay. All right. Okay, Madhvi. So again, I was talking about, you won't remember that piece of information because your brain knows it's not important. Whereas something of importance happens to you and it is related to the people that are already there in your long-term memory, though that information will stick to you. So what you need to do is, whenever you're doing something, okay, he doesn't need to store the listen and do in his brain, but he needs to store how to listen, how to keep that information is his short-term memory, how to access it, how to recall it. That's what something that you need to teach. So we are teaching him listening. See, the bottom line, parents, is nothing is rocket science, okay? Nothing is rocket science. You all can teach. You all can teach everything to your child. Just learn, understand the basics of it. You make it fun. You make it interesting. You attach it with something that the child finds interested. You do it repetitively so that it's stored in its long-term memory. You make the resources that the child is very interested in. That's it. Those are some fundamentals.
Okay, got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Right? So don't worry about it. He's not going to forget these things. Okay.
Actually, the problem with my kid is, or the challenge that I'm facing with my kid is, everywhere, if he goes to a new center, the things that he learned from the old center, they're not actually carrying on. So that was one thing that we are actually facing. So he will start right from the basic again.
Yeah.
So he's not actually progressing.
Yeah, of course he won't know, because how you are teaching, and everybody has a different approach. Somebody is teaching sight, somebody is teaching phonics. The child is like not interested. He doesn't know. He's not on the same path. You know, how would they learn? Which is why I see, and it pains my heart so much. A 15-year-old child is writing A, B, C. He's doing CVC word. Parents are happy कि मैम अभी ABC लिख लेता है, अपना नाम लिख लेता है, fruits name लिख लेता है, 1 to 100 counting आती है. Child is 15-year-old. He is bored, and so are you.
मैम मेरा भी क्वेश्चन इसी से रिलेटेड था. ये जो आपने एक्टिविटी अभी बताई है, ये किस एज ग्रुप के लिए आप उसको करती हैं? कि क्योंकि मेरा जो बेटा है वो 3.8 का हो चुका है और अभी मुझे लग रहा है कि ये उसके लिए हार्ड है इस चीज को प्रोसेस करना, कि वो जैसे आपने भी टच का कॉन्सेप्ट दिया ना, तो वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मैं उसको टच से स्टार्ट करवाऊं. ये टच एप्पल टच.
इसके अलावा भी कौन बोल रहे हैं?
हुमा.
ओके हुमा, देखो, टच के साथ साथ बहुत सारे ऐसे एक्टिविटीज हैं. अगर आपका बच्चा इज ओनली गेटिंग स्टार्टेड, आप अपने घर में कीजिए. ओके, सो फर्स्ट गो टच द सोफा, देन टच द टीवी, एंड देन क्लैप ट्वाइस. 4 थिंग्स हैं. टच द सोफा, देन टच द टीवी एंड क्लैप ट्वाइस. सो 2 बार क्लैप करना है, ये भी उसको एक याद करना है. सो 3, इतनी बड़ी बड़ी 4 चीजें हो गई. ठीक है? ओके, नाउ point to the wall, then point to the ceiling and turn around. So again, see, the children are visual learners, as we say. The children are, they can learn auditorily. The children are kinesthetic learners, especially if the child is below 6. I would say make them move. Like, it's so good when they move around the house. So ask them, can you jump 3 times? Okay, clap twice, blink your eyes, say mama. Okay, then, make those permutations and combinations of various things. And you can put it into a great auditory activity and they will learn.
Yes, ma'am. बहुत
Right?
अच्छा आपने बताया जी जी.
Right? Do that. So we have, one such activity wherein we do a lot of motions with our children. So, these actions, once they understand the actions, then you can change the things. So point to, blink, clap, jump, run, touch this, touch that color, say to mama, and all that. And you can keep increasing. So 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then add. So blink thrice, jump twice, turn around 3 times. Okay, touch the fridge door, come back, and wiggle, say hello. So if I say 1, you say hello. If I say 2, you say namaste. If I say 3, you say sat shri akal. 3 things. Okay, 2, hello. 3, sat shri akal. 3, 1, hello, namaste. So a lot of those manipulations are happening. The child has to be literally processing all that he's listening. Okay, make sense?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. What should be taught to a 14-year-old? Everything can be taught to a 14-year-old. Everything can be taught, and depending where exactly is he. But I would suggest them to teach them everything based on their age. So I'm gonna maybe show you now a book. Wait, just give me a second. I'll have some photo. I'm going to show you something. Wait. Can you all see my... See, try and understand what I'm saying. Be with me. Have वो उस energy zone में आइए अभी ना. Don't be like कि क्या मैं ये screen का वो ले लूं. I see people just taking the screenshots and not really engaging with the process. Okay, so come in that energy zone and learn truly. Wait, so I'm going to share something with you. Wait. So this is probably one of the first couple of few books sort of in our program. जो हमारा पूरा बुकलेट है उसमें से कुछ 6th या 7th बुक है ये. तो हम क्या करते हैं किस तरह से. So these are those flash, जो भी books में the words that are there, they are given like this first, and then we have this cluster of words. So I like to is a phrase. We initially teach I like to, and then so many times the repetition. Run and run. I run with my papa. Run and run. See, now when you have done so many times, you have run, next time when you see the word run, you would remember it. And then also I like to. So next book you can make, you would be able to make I like to go to market. I like to eat. I like to drink. And then add one more word. I like to drink mango shake. So again, so this is again, a very, very simple way. I like to play, and then play. 8 times the word appears on this page. See? See, a very, very simple way you can teach, starting some phrases and sight words. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that you could create on your own. Hang on. मैं आपको एक और दिखाती हूँ. one of, the way you can teach some social something, whatever the child's age is, based on that you can create your material like this. So Tina forgets about her test, and if your child often does that, you could create something like, see. So again, this is progression. Maybe in the later, after 30, about 20 something books. And now I'm going to show you something else. See what I'm sharing, all this is I share with my parents who are, who are with me. But see, so this is another way of teaching. Okay, it's very, 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 very good. And so suppose this is a story. So this is again one of the story that we do in our program. Later, it's very late, once the child is comfortable. So suppose this is the story. Okay, so, and look how we have written it. The entire page, just this. What kind of font are we using, the size of it, the space between the words. So we have this whole story, the snake and a mongoose story. I'm sorry, it's just taking a little time to load. And okay, now what we do is, next time when we're doing this story, we are just giving them fill in the blanks and the sequencing. So put it in the sequence. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. And we do a lot of active reading. So this is how, the reading would also help them understand, comprehend. And this is how you can progress from a very, very basic reading sentences to here. Okay. All right. So before I close it, do you have any more questions before we go call it a day?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, one. I can take a couple of questions. Please go ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I?
Okay. Yes. Who is Renu?
Yeah.
Yes, Renu.
Actually, ma'am, my question is totally different. My daughter is 9 years old and she diagnosed with Down syndrome. And previously she knows the letter, means letter and Hindi letters, English letters उसको पता है. और पहले वो बहुत अच्छे से लिखती थी कुछ अल्फाबेट्स, बट नाउ उसका टोटली इंटरेस्ट बिल्कुल राइटिंग से खत्म हो गया है और अब एक कुछ भी नहीं लिखना चाहती. अगर हम पेंसिल उसको देते भी हैं तो ऐसे हाथ कर देती है. तो उसको कैसे हम राइटिंग पे लाएं? ये स्पेशल एजुकेटर भी आते हैं और
अच्छा,
मैं भी
तो क्या कर रहे हैं स्पेशल एजुकेटर?
वो बस उसकी हाथ पे एक फिंगर रख लेते हैं, बस उस फिंगर पे वो ऐसे मूवमेंट कर देते हैं. बट अगर उससे सेल्फ डिपेंड छोड़ दें हम कि आप अपने आप लिखो, जैसे मैं स्कूल का होमवर्क कराती हूँ तो अगर मैंने दे दिया पेंसिल तो फिर वो हाथ से पेंसिल छोड़ देगी. अगर आप हाथ पकड़े रहोगे तो ओवरलैपिंग हो जाएगा, बट इंडिपेंडेंटली कुछ नहीं करती है. तो उसके लिए कुछ मुझे सजेस्ट करिए जिससे कि वो लिखने लगे.
वो बहुत बोर्ड है. आप उससे जो करा रहे हैं उसे मजा नहीं आ रहा रेनू उसमें. सिंपल आंसर तो ये बोलूंगी मैं उसे.
कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग बता दीजिए आप.
अपने बच्चे को पहचानिए, अपने बच्चे को जानिए. ओके, मैं सबको बोलूंगी आप उनके इंटरेस्ट के प्लीज राइट 3, 4, 5 थिंग्स. ओके, अभी आप मुझे बोल रहे हैं ना, देखो मैं आपको कुछ दिखाती हूँ. ओके, वेट, आई एम गोना शो यू समथिंग. मैं इतने रिसोर्सेज एकदम से शेयर नहीं करती हूँ, बट आज maybe वो कहते हैं ना, वो
Actually,
आपके
ma'am,
अंदर का जब
आपको
गुरु
वीडियो
जागता
भी
है ना
share
अंदर का,
करूंगी।
तो गुरु जी जाग जाते हैं. Wait. So, so this is again one of the film that we all, I think हमारे बच्चे बहुत देखते हैं. Bhootnath is the film, that a lot of our children love. And it could be any film. It could be any film under the sun, okay? If your child is interested in that film, go to Netflix or wherever that platform, where the film is available, take screenshots, okay? And create a beautiful book for them. See? See? What we have done, we have created this beautiful book. Now Renu, एक स्पेशल एजुकेटर आते हैं जो उसको वो काम कराते हैं that she is not interested in, उसका जबरदस्ती हाथ पकड़ के उससे काम कराया जाता है. Then वो जाते हैं, फिर आप उसका हाथ पकड़ के उससे काम कराते हो. Imagine, no, but she doesn't want to do it. कोई भी नहीं करेगा, आपको बोला जाएगा, आप भी नहीं करोगे. Just think, from the child's place, how would she do it?
जैसे मैम मैं अपनी बड़ी बेटी को पढ़ाती हूँ तो वो पास में मेरे बैठी रहती है, मैं उसको कलरिंग दे देती हूँ, बट स्टिल वो ऐसे ऐसे करके वो 2 मिनट बाद वो निकल लेती है.
तो उसको नहीं करना. वो क्यों एज्यूम करते हैं कि all children with special needs will do coloring and they will be very happy with art and craft and they will be good dancers and they will do good music, they will be in music. A lot of our children do not have that personality. Renu, figure out the puzzle, okay? You are her mother, this should be your task. Find out what does she like. If like my daughter, I would say she loves food. So what I would do is, if I were you, I would create some activities about reading and writing based on the food. So maybe she just has to write pizza. She has to write, I love ice cream. If she can't write it on her own, then she just has to copy it. She has to use colors in, yeah. Please go ahead.
बस एक ही चीज में इंटरेस्ट है, मोबाइल में वो डांस देखती है.
मोबाइल में वो डांस देखती है, तो
बस वो
बनाओ ना
ही
डांस
देखती
पे.
डांस करती भी ऐसे गोल गोल घूमती रहेगी.
तो डांस के ऊपर कुछ बनाओ रेनू. व्हाट so the basic premise, रेनू, what you're telling me is, हमारे बच्चे किसी भी चीज से क्यों भागते हैं? Why do they not want to do things? Our children have a huge fear of failure. Huge fear of failure. If they think they would not be able to do something, they would not even attempt it. I have told it 1,000 times. वो जाएंगे ही नहीं वहां पे, आप करा के दिखा दो उनसे. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने अभी उन्हें इतना कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आया है कि मैं इसको कर सकती हूँ, which is why they would refrain from doing that activity. So one, side by side build up their confidence, build up the skill set. अगर आपका बच्चे का फाइन मोटर अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, शी उसका पिंसर ग्रिप अच्छा नहीं है, देन कंसल्ट एन ओटी एंड आप एक्सरसाइजेस लो. फॉरगेट अबाउट द स्पेशल एजुकेटर एज ऑफ नाउ. उसको सिर्फ पकड़ के कराने के लिए देयर इज नो नीड. उसका बढ़ने ठीक से ठीक होने दो ना ये फाइन मोटर, और सब एक्टिविटीज करो.
ग्रिपिंग इज ओके. हाँ, ग्रिपिंग इज ओके. मैं आपको कुछ वीडियोस के शेयर करूंगी, आप मुझे देख के थोड़ा सा कुछ इनपुट दीजिएगा.
ठीक है. कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप करो, उसका इंटरेस्ट बिल्डअप करो एंड वर्क on the things that she's interested in. The child is clearly bored from what I can see, and rest I'll check out the video. Okay. All right. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Deepa, can I say something? Ma'am, hello.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anki, you have a question, and then I'll move. Yeah.
And I also.
Yeah. Ma'am, what we are doing with my son? What we are doing with my son for sleep. For example, there was sleep. So slur that way we make him read through the phonetically. So he understand what he has to, why we are doing this once, because if he has to write something like dictation, right? So for phonetically, for example, if I'm not there around, he has to read something, the unknown thing. So he has to, that's why we have make him reading through phonetically. Is that the right approach?
Okay, again, parents, this is again, a point of contention. There are different school of thoughts. Some people say only phonics. But let me now put you all in the gallery view and ask you all, please raise hand if you learned reading through phonics. Any parents here, raise your hand, not the yellow hand of the Zoom, just raise the physical hand. If you had learned reading through phonics, how many of you had learned reading through phonics? मुझे बता दो जरा. Anybody here?
No, ma'am.
मैम हाय मैम, आई एम नेहा. मैंने फोनिक्स के
Yeah.
थ्रू कराने का कोशिश किया है, बट उतना अच्छा नहीं मेरे को फीडबैक मिल रहा है उससे. लर्निंग अच्छी है बच्चे की, बट वो नहीं कर रही है. फोनिक्स तो उसने बहुत जल्दी लर्न कर लिए. तो
Okay.
मुझे लगा कि नहीं, स्कूल के स्कूल के
It is
अकॉर्डिंग ही
okay.
करते हैं.
It is perfectly all right. I'm not saying कि phonics are bad. I'm not saying that. मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ कि यहाँ पे
Yeah.
जितने पेरेंट्स हैं, how many you have ये learned through phonics?
बट मैम
I'm
वो
not saying.
फोनिक्स, मैम वो सीवीसी, लेट मी कंप्लीट. वो सीवीसी करके मतलब वो कैट बैट मैट ये सब कर लेती है.
पर दीपा मैम
आगे वो
हमारे
उससे
टाइम तो था ही नहीं ना फोनिक्स.
हाँ या मैम,
Right.
ये
Which is and
इसीलिए
we are still decent readers, right?
या
काफी
या
अच्छा रीड कर लेते हैं हम सब लोग, राइट? सो अगेन बहुत सारी चीजें वर्क करती है एट द बैक एंड. कमर्शियल्स बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्रीज होती हैं, कमर्शियल इंडस्ट्रीज होती हैं जिन्हें एक सर्टेन प्रोग्राम्स पुश करने होते हैं स्कूल्स में. ओके, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि ये चीज ही सिखानी चाहिए या ये चीज ही सिखानी चाहिए. सी, अंडरस्टैंड, even in the disability sector there are 21, तो जो तो रजिस्टर्ड है, 21 टाइप्स ऑफ डिसेबिलिटी. हम कोई भी एक डिसेबिलिटी अगर लें, हम डाउन सिंड्रोम ले लें या ऑटिज्म ले लें या जीडीडी ले लें, एक डाउन सिंड्रोम के अंदर भी पूरा स्पेक्ट्रम है. देयर इज अ चाइल्ड हु हैज नो ट्रबल विद हिज मसल्स, द चाइल्ड जिसको सिर्फ टच एंड गो हुआ है, द चाइल्ड हैज गुड स्पीच, right? Within the Down syndrome, you would find a huge spectrum. The children can learn through this phonics. Within the Down syndrome, you would find children who are so severe that unke liye even the basic skill set, acquiring a basic skill set can be very difficult. So should be no one approach. You can't say phonics will work with every child. It will not. I'm sorry, it will not. Especially if the child has hearing challenges, listening challenges, auditory difficulties, it will be very difficult. You keep doing it for 15 years to 20 years, the child will get stuck at CVC words, CVCC words. वो वही जाएगा, वो context तक पहुंचेगा ही नहीं. Minsa, you have to say something.
मैम, ये स्क्रीन और मोबाइल जो है ना, ये पीछा नहीं छोड़ा है. मतलब कातिल जो है मेरे बेटे, उनको मैं कहाँ तक इन्वॉल्व रखूं? वो बहुत क्रेव करते हैं अपने पर्टिकुलर वीडियोस देखने के लिए, अपने यूट्यूब में पर्टिकुलर राइम्स सुनने के लिए, और इनका हो ही जाता है रोज का स्क्रीन टाइम. वो खुद से टीवी चला लेते हैं, वो सारे पासवर्ड्स खोल लेते हैं, सब कुछ उनको चालू करना आ जाता है, उनको देखना होता है. और अभी मेरा सेशन
यस मैम,
पेरेंटिंग सेशन लेना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. शोभा, आपको कुछ कहना है? हेलो.
हाय मैम.
हेलो.
हेलो.
हाय शोभा.
डाउन सिंड्रोम है, 13 इयर्स है, और वो मात्राएं तो उसको आती है पढ़ना, लेकिन भूल जाती है. जैसे नंबर्स है, प्लस माइनस करना है, सिखाओ, लेकिन वो शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी है या क्या है मुझे समझ, कुछ पढ़ाओ तो वो भूल जाती है.
अगेन पूनम, राइट? पूनम, भूलने का मैंने अभी जैसे बात किया ना, पहली चीज तो अगर आप इनफ नंबर ऑफ टाइम कोई चीज करा देंगे, यूजुअली हम ये सही नहीं है एग्जैक्टली, पर ये बोला जाता है कि 44 टाइम्स, एक कहीं हमने किसी उसमें पढ़ा था कोई रिसर्च पेपर में, कि 44 टाइम्स द ब्रेन हैज टू सी दैट थिंग टू बी एबल टू स्टोर इट इन अ लॉन्ग टर्म मेमोरी. तो ये आप थोड़ा ध्यान रखिए. दूसरी बात, मैथ्स तो एक पूरा अलग संसार है, और बहुत सारे हमारे बच्चे मैथ्स से बहुत सारा स्ट्रगल करते हैं. तो आई वुड नॉट से, आप कहोगे मैथ्स भूल जाते हैं, तो आई वुड से इट्स लाइक इट्स ओके, मैथ्स के लिए अलग से कभी बात करेंगे. बट मात्राएं
प्लस बेसिक प्लस आना चाहिए. बेसिक
आना तो सब कुछ बेसिक. व्हाट इज बेसिक टू यू इज नॉट बेसिक टू द चाइल्ड. what do you think is basic? It's not basic. The poor thing doesn't understand कि क्या उसको क्यों ही करना है addition, उसको पता ही नहीं है.
कितनी बार तो बच्चे 2+2 कॉपी में तो कर लेते हैं, लेकिन सामने दो तो 2+2 समझ में नहीं आता उनको.
क्योंकि उनको they don't know मुझे क्यों करना है. Why do I need to do this? And which is why, you know, again coming back to that phonic and sight word thing जो मैं बात कर रही थी आप लोगों से. Parents, somebody is on unmute and there's a lot of noise.
Ma'am, one thing I have to ask you.
एक second. Okay, this was
the session end.
Oh gosh, somebody. Okay, Amit, this is you, and I'm removing you. Sorry, from the group now. Yeah, I've removed. Okay. Yes, sure.
Yes, ma'am. So my daughter is 14 plus right now. She is good in academics also because she is hyperlexia. So she has a good things. बस प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि खुद का एंगर मैनेजमेंट नहीं हो रहा है. जो साइकिल आने का जो 10 डेज पहले का टेन्योर होता है, दैट टाइम उसका एग्रेशन लेवल इतना ज्यादा हो जाता है कि कभी-कभी डिस्ट्रॉइंग हो जाती है, कुछ ना कुछ टूटेगा ही मेरे यहाँ पे. लास्ट टाइम
आप क्या कर रहे हो अभी उसके लिए शुभा? अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो?
अभी मैं आपसे एक्चुअली कनेक्ट करना चाह रही थी कि मैं अब प्लान कर रही हूँ होम स्कूलिंग का, क्योंकि मैं बाहर के स्कूलों से तो मैं होम स्कूलिंग के लिए आपका सजेशन प्लस गाइडलाइन आपकी तरफ से मुझे चाहिए कि मैं क्या करूँ, कैसे स्टार्ट करूँ.
मेरे पास होम स्कूलिंग का फिलहाल हमने सोचा है हम फ्यूचर में करेंगे, पर मेरे पास ऐसा अभी कोई प्लान नहीं है, लेकिन मैं आपको एक सजेशन दे सकती हूँ. आप प्रोग्राम कर सकते हैं अलग से, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग. पर जो भी लोग होम स्कूलिंग का सोच रहे हैं, जो जिस तरह से पेरेंट्स यूजुअली करते हैं वो यही करते हैं कि आप कोई भी आई थिंक NIOS वुड बी अ ग्रेट आइडिया. आप उनके साथ ऑन बोर्ड हो सकते हैं. डिपेंड करता है आप उसको ग्रेड 8 से स्टार्ट करेंगे या डायरेक्टली आप ग्रेड 10 के लिए करना चाहते हैं. मैं तो सजेस्ट करूंगी एनी चाइल्ड हु इज ओवर 14 go for straight grade 10. NIOS straight grade 10. Okay.
मैं already NIOS से level A और B clear कर लिया है.
बस wonderful. Also yeah, also आप books ना CBSE के जैसे books हैं, तो आप देख लीजिए वो कहाँ पे है. Is she like near to grade 5, grade 6, grade 7? Okay, उसका पूरा लॉट ले आइए, घर पे लाइए, उनके नोट्स बनाइए. Also sometimes what you can do is साइंस में बच्चा ग्रेड 6 के लेवल पे है, सोशल साइंस में ग्रेड 5 पे है, मैथ्स में मे बी ग्रेड 3 पे है. सो यू कुड ऑल्सो मिक्स एंड मैच एट होम. कुछ बेसिक सी चीजें होती हैं, जैसे आप अगर CBSE के ये सॉरी NCERT के उस पे जाएंगे तो हर ग्रेड का ना एक मिनिमम वो होता है कि इतना लर्निंग तो होना चाहिए. सो सपोज अगर ग्रेड 2 में बच्चा है तो उसको हम सपोज करते हैं कि 100 तक काउंटिंग आता होगा, या उसको सम वर्ड्स ही वुड बी एबल टू रीड. तो जो बेसिक उनके हैं आउटकम्स होने चाहिए, आप उसके साथ मैच कीजिए कि ग्रेड 4 में प्लांट, इफ यू आर टीचिंग प्लांट्स, तो प्लांट्स के बारे में कितना इंफॉर्मेशन इज नीडेड, कितना इंफॉर्मेशन वुड यू वांट टू टीच योर चाइल्ड एंड हाउ वुड यू प्रोग्रेस इट फर्दर. बट शोभा एट द सेम टाइम ये सब चीजें आप इम्पोर्टेंट हैं, आप कीजिए, पर कोशिश ये कीजिए एट दिस एज जो उसका एंगर आउटबर्स्ट हो रहे हैं. ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ हार्मोनल चैलेंजेस दैट शी इज फेसिंग. इफ यू कुड क्रिएट अ सोशल बुक about menstruation and also have I'm sure आपने किया होगा ऐप, अगर आप डाउनलोड कर लें और
सारा कुछ उसको समझ में आता है, उसमें उसको मुझे कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ. वो अच्छे से खुद से मुझे आके बता देती है कि नाउ आई एम डाउन, सो आई नीड सो एंड सो. वो सब दिक्कत खाली कि टीवी के लिए, मतलब जो स्क्रीन है उसके लिए शी इज लाइक वो कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाती. मुझे अच्छा मैंने ये काम कर लिया, नाउ यू विल गिव मी द टीवी.
हाँ, तो अगेन दैट जी,
तो मैंने एज अ पनिशमेंट मैंने उसको बोला कि 7 days आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू द टीवी बिकॉज यू हैव ब्रोकन दैट and I'm not going to give it. Now she's from yesterday she is forcing me that I have done all these things, now my TV time. I have done everything, now this is my TV time. I'm a good girl, now this is my TV time. So all the time she is cuddling me, she is all the things she is trying.
देखो
negative positive both.
I understand. पेरेंट्स देखो बेसिक सी चीजें हैं. जब आप बच्चे को दवाई पिलाते हो ना, डोंट टेल दैट मीठी है, बिकॉज वो कड़वी होती है ना तो उसका ट्रस्ट टूटता है. राइट? सिमिलरली आप बच्चे को जब बोलते हो ना कि अगर आपने ये किया, I will not let you watch TV for tomorrow, the whole day I will not give you remote, and then when you give him the remote कि चलो तुमने अच्छा किया और मेरा पीछे छोड़ो, 2 घंटा तो you just watch it. What are you doing? He knows that he can manipulate you, and whatever repercussions you had promised earlier, you would not stick to it. Once you do that, twice you do that, you're done for life. They're very smart that way.
I haven't yet.
Yes. So I would say, one, Shobha, it was a fairly, very, kind of cruel tha almost for 7 days. Okay. So बहुत लंबा आपने time लिया. I wish you had done it for a day or two. तो आप promise repercussions, हमारे बच्चे समझते हैं. आपको उसे बस समझाना है कि ठीक है, if you would do it, I will not let you do X, Y, Z. And गुस्सा नहीं होना है ना. I'm sorry, I understand you're angry. And I know you're upset. I know you're frustrated. But अभी क्या करें, रूल था ना. अब आपने ये किया, अब तो नहीं मिलेगा ना. मुझे पता है आपको भी गुस्सा आ रहा है. मुझे भी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. पर अभी तो रूल है ना, अब तो कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएंगे हम. आप 3 बार कीजिए, 4 बार कीजिए. Next time so the child will understand she's not going to budge. But you will have to do this. Follow through. You don't follow through. Which is why a lot of these troubles that come are coming. Okay. Anyway, it's been great. I think we are like
Ma'am, one quick
overshot our
question.
time.
Ma'am,
Yes.
one
Ma'am,
last
I have one quick question, please.
Yes,
Last. Sorry,
Gayatri.
ma'am.
Who's asking? Gayatri is asking. No.
Madhvi. Ma'am, one quick question. Sorry. I just want to know, can you provide some details about your reading programs and what is the process and everything, if that's okay? Because everybody's going here, na?
No, not everybody is doing, but Madhvi, you need to go to the website. It's called iCANthink.in. Okay, just go there. In fact, us pe jaake you need to create a this thing, your account. Once you do that, you would be able to find the this dashboard. You will be able to log in and go to the dashboard. Once you go there, hang on, I'll just show you quickly. 1 second. Yeah, somebody did. Yeah. Just so this is the thing. We've just changed the website. I'm so happy. So आपका नाम आ जाएगा ऐसे. So जहाँ पे आपका dashboard है ना, वहाँ नाम आ जाएगा. Once you click here, this would be the dashboard. You click on the dashboard, whatever program. So suppose if my program is comprehension, then this is how your books will come. So workbooks 26, 27, 28, and then you go down. For you, there would be only one book, the free one. So this was how I would show my books are scheduled. The next book, when would it come? So for you, it will be the first workbook that you will be able to download. It will be the free one. So you just have to go there and find it. And also you'll be able to buy courses, click and then buy it from there. That's all you need to do. Okay. And all of you who have downloaded and then created and everything, we are going to send some resources today because of we got 1,000 parents, and I'm so excited and so happy, which is why I'm sharing all so many things today. So yeah, thank you for being a part of
gift you are giving us today.
Deepa, I would like to take 1 minute of your time.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is my second session, and first session when I attended, you said we need to register and then we can see some sample books there. Which I have used it for my son. And my son is born with extra love and extra chromosomes. So people tag him that he's a Down syndrome kid, but he's a lovely kid. So I downloaded it, and it was so interesting for him. Believe me, he started reading and writing on his own from his school books, God bless you, Deepa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh my God, you made my day. Thank you so much. But we need to go further than the first workbook. You got the sample workbook.
He's in grade 4 in the normal school, and he never used to read and write. Last month for an exam, first time in his life he's writing exams for the test.
Wow.
So he got 2 marks per subject for 20. Can you believe this month he got 10 out of 10?
Okay, clapping for me and for you and for everyone.
Thank you. And you have made me learn how to make things very interesting. So he's just loving it. Now he says, the moment he comes back from school, he says, Mommy, time to read. 7 o'clock, I will watch tab.
Wow.
Yeah, and he reads whenever, because during the day when he's in the school, I prepare whatever I see from your tips. I prepare one story or thing.
Yes.
But effort we have to put, and then it has a result. Thank you so much, Deepa.
No,
I
thank
really
you,
wanted to thank
Baba.
you. That's the reason I
Oh
took you
my
on
God.
here.
Oh my God. You made my day. Thank you so much. And all of you, the whole reason for me to start this community is because when I was at the place where you are today, I know how lost I was, how expensive, insanely expensive those programs were. And there were only international programs available. Each session, one session of special ed, one session of OT used to cost back then about 700, 600, one session. And we couldn't afford it. And I'm like, oh my God, afford it मतलब ठीक है, आपने कितना कराओगे, कितना साल कराओगे? हफ्ते में वो बोलते हैं 5 बार कराओ, which means 30,000, 20,000 every month you have to give. For how many years can you do that? It's just,
Yes.
and then I was seeing children who were doing it for 10 years and still were at a, I go to that level. I'm like, oh my God, is this what's destined for us? This is just so not fair.
Right.
And then of course, it's just couple of things, trust your gut, know how learning takes place, create your own resources. You all are fairly intelligent people to create your own resources. Okay, you don't need to buy those expensive things. I am here to help you all out. Even the program, we have kept it at such a price which is very, very affordable for everyone, so that you can do it for the long time. And we create all these extra resources that I send. you know um, when you make learning fun, there is a hormone that gets secreted in our children's brain. It's called norepinephrine.
I
When
think that gets transferred to parents also. We also get
the teacher,
Interesting.
when you like a teacher, when the teacher makes something fun, that's the hormone that gets released, and you want to learn that subject, right? When the teacher comes to you in the classroom and touches your shoulder, that's when your brain tells you, oh, it's important. I need to keep it. I need to learn it. So when you make it fun, when you're sitting with your child, when you touch his shoulder, when you touch his head, when you tell him, we are going to do it, it's okay, don't worry. You break it down further. You figure out what are the topics that he's interested in. You make the learning objectives around his topic of interest. That's when learning takes place. Okay, he doesn't
Thank
have
you
to
so much,
write
Deepa.
whatever is asked. So thank you. Truly, my heart is warmed and I'm so happy. So
मैम
thank you
my
so
question
much.
is related to what you said just now. कि
Okay.
आपने अभी बोला ना कि यहाँ पे पैसे बहुत, मैम जबकि दौर में अभी भी इतने ही पैसे ले रहे हैं मैम. लाइक आई लिव इन सऊदी अरेबिया. माय नेम इज आफरीन and my
Yeah,
child
hi,
is 3.8 years boy, ma'am. Mild autism. He has diagnosed as mild autism and speech delay, hyperactive child. तो यहाँ पे भी मैम हर थेरेपी के लिए, बट मैं उतने अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकती. हर सेंटर में महीना 5,000 रियाल्स, यानी कि इंडिया के 1 लाख से भी ज्यादा हो रहे हैं. तो हम लोग उतने नहीं. तो देन 3 months बैक आई थॉट कि मैं खुद ही अपने बच्चे को पॉटी ट्रेन करूंगी. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आई हैव पॉटी ट्रेन माय चाइल्ड इन 1 month, मैम.
Good job, good job.
मैं ठान ली थी कि मैं करके दिखाऊंगी मेरे हस्बैंड को. मैंने बोला नहीं, मैं खुद करूंगी. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह नाउ ही इज कंप्लीटली पॉटी ट्रेन, मैम.
ये good job, very good job, very good job.
कोई सेंटर्स की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. बट मैम अभी अभी कोई कह रहे हैं ये थेरेपी के लिए जाओ, ये थेरेपी के लिए, मगर हर वक्त जब भी जाती हूँ मेडिकेशन देते हैं और फिर 15-15 दिन अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए वेट करवाते हैं. उसके बाद फिर जाऊं तो कहते हैं नो, ही इज टू हाइपर एक्टिव, अभी इसको थेरेपी नहीं दे सकते, अभी इसको और मेडिकेशन की जरूरत है. तो मैम मुझे 3 महीने से 4 महीने से मुझे ऐसे ही करके फिरा रहे हैं लोग. ये लोग एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहे मेरे बच्चे को. जबकि मैम मैंने वो अल्फाबेट्स भी बोल रहा है, अभी 1 वर्ड भी बोल रहा है, से मम्मा मम्मा भी बोलता है, बट पहचान नहीं है उसे, मतलब समझ नहीं है, मगर बोल रहा है, उसे बातचीत आ रही है. बट अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ, कैसे करूँ.
आपने नाम बताया आफरीन?
जी मैम. मैं स्क्रीन टाइम 4 मंथ से बंद कर चुकी हूँ. 0% चॉकलेट्स भी बंद कर दी, उसका स्वीट कन्फेक्शनरी सब बंद किया. उसके बाद अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बोल रहा था. मगर अभी मेडिकेशन के बाद 1 महीने के बाद मैंने फर्क देखा कि उसका हाइपर एक्टिव थोड़ा कम हो गया. जैसे राउंड राउंड फिरता था, स्पिन करता था, वो कम हो गया. टैंट्रम्स कम हो गए और बिना बात पे रोना वो भी कम हो गया काफी. बट जंपिंग वगैरह हाइपर एक्टिविटी वो करता है मैम. तो थेरेपीज के लिए जाती हूँ तो सब लोग यही कहते हैं हाइपर एक्टिव है आपका बच्चा, ये नहीं संभालता, हमें ले जाए. नहीं, हम नहीं कर सकते. तो मैम मैं डिसहार्टेंड हो जाती फिर, जब पता नहीं क्या करूँ कैसे करूँ.
आपने किससे कंसल्ट, किससे मतलब कौन से थेरेपिस्ट से आपने कंसल्ट किया है अबाउट हिज मेडिकेशन? हु आर यू कंसल्टिंग?
I'm showing in Saudi German hospital here over in Jeddah.
या
तो वो
किसको आप दिखा, मतलब बिहेवियरल थेरेपिस्ट को दिखा रहे हैं या किससे
मैम
बात
पहले
कर रहे हैं?
साइकियाट्रिस्ट को दिखाई, तो
साइकियाट्रिस्ट से
वो
दिखा रहे हैं।
जी उन्होंने
तो
स्पीच थेरेपिस्ट के पास रेकमेंड किया। फिर अभी हम लोग 15 डेज के बाद आज उनका अपॉइंटमेंट था, आज जाकर आई तो वो कह रहे हैं कि ही इज सुपर हाइपर एक्टिव, वी कांट हैंडल हिम, आई कांट गिव हिम थेरेपीज, फर्स्ट यू गो फॉर बिहेवियरल थेरेपी देन कम आफ्टर, उसके बाद आने के लिए बताएं। तो मैम
राइट।
मेडिकेशन पे रखना सही है या नहीं है? सप्लीमेंट भी दे रही हूँ ओमेगा 3।
Afrin, देखो मैं I would not be able to comment on the medication. Honestly, I'm not a doctor that way, and I've not seen the child. I don't know. I would not be able to comment whether the medication. In some cases, yes, the psychiatrist decides whether the child needs the medication or not. But when it comes to about therapy, what you're asking, ki speech therapy and all that and everything, I would say once the child is physically able to take therapy, that's only when you have to go for the therapies. Right now, one big goal at a time. Right now, if you think his hyperactivity is something that is affecting his learning, so that is something that you'll have to first work on. I would suggest what I would suggest is you can take consultation from here in India, maybe take some second and third opinion from a psychiatrist and ask them, और अपने सर्कल में से निकलवाओ अगर कोई ऐसा है जो आपको रियल में सजेशन दे सकता है तो, and then also take therapies का programs. Even in India, you could reach out to therapists, take a program of, so they are there in the loop. You are showing them every month, one session every month, but you're doing everything on your own. So something like that, try and do that. But medications, I would not be able to comment. In some cases, it is important. In some cases, then how it is. So that is something that you'll have to figure out. But reading and academics and therapy and speech and everything would happen once he's ready. Once he's settled. Right? And एक बात और बताऊंगी कि ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो एक मदर ठान लेना तो नहीं कर सकती। एक मदर एक FBI को पीछे छोड़ सकती है अगर उसे सच में कुछ ढूंढ के लाना है तो, and all the scientists and everything can sit and then she would say, okay, let me drive. So once you make up your mind about teaching anything under the sun to your child, then you would be able to do it. There are no questions asked. So believe in yourself, all of you.
मैम
Okay.
हेलो मैम स्क्रीन टाइम देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? क्योंकि वो यूट्यूब पर से ज्यादा याद कर सक रहा, तो अभी मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कि स्क्रीन टाइम बंद करने के लिए बोल रहे हैं 0%, तो अभी मैं उसको कैसे टी शर्ट्स पे पढ़ रहा है मैम, वो टी शर्ट्स पे ना EIO ऐसे पढ़ रहा है टी शर्ट पे देख के, तो लाइक इतना सेंस है उसको, टी शर्ट पे जब कुछ लिखा होता है तो वो देख के भी पढ़ रहा है वो।
यस देखो अगेन मॉडरेशन, पता नहीं ये सब चीजें ना लोग कंप्लीटली ये बंद कर दो, कंप्लीटली वो बंद कर दो, हाउ वुड यू सर्वाइव? इस वर्ल्ड में सर्वाइव करने के लिए फॉर अ चाइल्ड हु इज एट होम, समटाइम्स थिंग्स आर नीडेड. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन पुट रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. पूरा दिन में वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट मे बी फॉर 1 hour, half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening. Okay, you can't completely take your child. एक आइलैंड पे नहीं रख सकते हो ना बच्चे को कि सारा वर्ल्ड कुछ कर रहा है, मेरा बच्चा एक आइलैंड पे है. So again, parents, mothers, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You think it's all right, the child watches for half an hour, it's okay. But mothers also go overboard sometime. बच्चा 24 hours में से 18 hours टैब पे है. I have seen those children also. बच्चा 16 घंटे टैब पे है, वो छोड़ ही नहीं रहा है. मम्मा कहती है अब नहीं सुनती है, अब नहीं सुनता है ये. She's जब from the time the child wakes up to the time the child is in the bed, the child has a tab, khana, everything. So that can also happen. So be careful, be firm in your restrictions, follow through, give them consequence, and of course then things are going to happen. You are the adult in the house, okay? Your rule will work, not your child's rule. Your child is not the center of the universe. In your house, you are the center of the universe. Okay, remind yourself, you are the center of the universe. ऐसा नहीं है, आपकी भी लाइफ यही साथ में ही चल रही है, ये बच्चे का लाइफ नहीं चल रहा है, आपका भी साथ में ही चल रहा है. You also have to do everything. So, okay. Gayatri, I'll take last question from you because you have been raising hand. I've not spoken to you, and then after that we'll call it a day.
Ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, like whatever you were saying about the auditory processing, regarding that only my question is, like my child is 7.5 and is going to a normal mainstream school. What happens in the class is when his teacher is asking him something by calling his name, or in one-to-one when she's asking anything, he's able to listen and answer back. But when she's explaining, say, a chapter or something in the class, or there is a general discussion in the class, maybe some oral revision or something, he's not paying attention. So is it because I really don't know, because he's not able to express himself, whether he's not able to comprehend what she's saying, or he is not just not paying attention. But whenever I ask him, and one more thing, ma'am, whatever is being taught in the class, that also he's not able to tell me when he comes back from school. He's improved a little, like subject wise he's able to tell me now after a year that these are the periods, and this is whether he has written something, or whether he has done something orally in the class. That progress is there. But if if there is something unusual, like the teacher has asked to bring something tomorrow in specific, which usually is not happening. So for tomorrow there's a craft class and you have to bring these things, that he will forget, that he doesn't remember. Whatever usually every day he's doing, that he has little by little he can recall and tell me once he comes from school. But these kind of things, or any special note or something, if the teacher says, that he is not able to come and tell me. That is one part. And second thing is that whenever the teacher is saying something, or maybe if it's a storytelling class, he is not able to say what the teacher has said or what the story was about, and he's just not interested. Even if other kids are playing or something, he's just not interested. He is just doing his own regular self. That kind of a thing, ma'am. Is it because something to do with the auditory processing, or is just not he's not understanding or comprehending? I'm not able to get that.
Gayatri,
Yes,
so many questions, so many things that you asked in one. Go. First, tell me what's
interconnected, ma'am. That's why.
What's his diagnosis?
He was diagnosed with autism, ma'am. Mild to moderate.
Okay. How old is he? How old is he now?
7.5.
How verbal is he?
Need-based, ma'am. Need-based.
Okay. Okay. The child goes to the regular school?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Academics is doing pretty well.
He's doing pretty well. When it comes to expression, when it comes to expressing your expression, you're saying only it's only need-based.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you expect him to tell you what happened in the classroom, how do you expect him to answer? What is your expectation?
I need to give him prompts. Not always. If there are 5 subjects, I'll have to ask him, like, what did you do in this subject and this then maybe he'll able to recall it. If he's not, sometimes he's able to tell me. Sometimes if he's not, then I'll have to give him a prompt. Did you do a writing or did you do an oral work?
Right. So clearly his expression, his expressive language is right now not developed as per his age, and that you expect him to answer. And then when you're saying he's not socializing, how would he socialize, Gayatri? A child, a neurotypical 7.5-year-old, do you know the kind of language, vocabulary, and the pace that they use when they're talking? Right? And when we expect our child to be communicating with neurotypical kids, when they do not have the expressive language that it takes to even talk and interact, how would they talk? Of course, they would not want to talk. It's not lack of focus. He's probably I won't know. I'll have to. I don't know whether he's comprehending or not. But even if he's comprehending, because his expressive language, his expressions are not in place, he would not be able to tell you. Now, to test whether he has understood or not, there can be many, many ways. Of course, with options, with multiple choice answers, with whatever. So you can test it out, and that you would know better. That for a subject, maybe a maths or an English or a science or SST, whether he has learned whatever is taught in the class or not. But largely, expression-wise, he's not able to tell you whatever he's learned. And for that, you need to work on his expression skills, his small talk, how do you connect to other children? Do it through scripting. Write all the phrases that he would use every day around the house and in the school. So there can be phrases in the classroom. I had shared that PDF in the group. I will share it again, maybe. If somebody has it, please share in the group. PDF of important phrases to be used. So you can make a list of all the important phrases that he can use with his friends in the classroom, that he can use with the teachers, that he can use with the staff people, and then make him say those phrases over and over again in various contexts, so that it would give him some expressive language to survive in the school. Also, when you talk about he doesn't remember, see how is his memory, how is his short-term working memory. Work on that. Okay, give him ask him to remember maybe kitchen se jaake lekar aao, get 3 plates, 2 bowls, 1 cup and 5 spoons. Okay, and then when he starts to go, tell him, अरे मेरे को एक ग्लास पानी भी लाके दे देना जरा, और दरवाजा बंद कर देना. Okay, अच्छा जाओ अभी लेकर आओ. So does he remember all that?
I don't think he'll be able to do it.
Yeah. So what are we doing? We are trying to keep these short pieces of information in his working memory and trying to stretch it. 5 seconds रख पाता है, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay. वो 1 hour, 2 hour वाला नहीं होता. That's not short-term working memory. Okay, कि सुबह क्या खाया था, that's not short-term working memory. Something in the last 5-10 minutes में होता है, और हम generally उसको कुछ seconds के साथ play around करते हैं. Okay, तो couple of the activities that I'm telling you, आप उसको बोलो कि मुझे number आपने बता दिया 57302. Okay, now 20 to 1 का reverse counting करो and then tell me these numbers. Okay, so work on his short-term working memory. Work on his visual memory also. Visual memory के लिए बहुत सारे objects रख दिए, हटा दिए, उनसे पूछा कौन से missing है and all that. Okay. सारा आज ही के सेशन में बता देंगे तो हम next time क्या करेंगे? और फिर घर वाले भी घर से निकाल देंगे, कहेंगे कि तुम सैटरडे शाम को भी यही सब करते रहते हो.
Auditory comprehension भी बहुत जरूरी है ना, क्योंकि like I told you कि जब टीचर क्लास में कुछ बता रही है, तो maybe he is not able to comprehend it and he is not interested in the cartoons and movies also. वो visually देख लेता है, लेकिन अगर मैं उससे कुछ पूछूं कि अब क्या बोला उसने या क्या समझे आप, he is not able to tell it. तो मे बी
ये बहुत हायर स्किल है गायत्री. आपको कोई क्वेश्चन मैं एक फिल्म दिखा के पूछूं कि भाई क्या आपको क्या लगता है, मतलब मैं आपसे आपके हायर लेवल का पूछूं कि इसमें कवि क्या कहना चाहता है, जरा मुझे भावार्थ बताइए इसका. you may not be able to tell, so you're asking him the same question. क्या बोला उसने, क्या हुआ इसमें. The poor child doesn't have the expressive vocabulary. Give him the vocabulary first. raw material दो उसको, तभी वो खाना बनाएगा. We are asking him to make a good dish for us. We have not given him the raw material. Give him the words, give him the phrases, give him the vocabulary, give it to him for the next 2 months. A lot of vocabulary that he can use in expressing his views, expressing his opinions. Do these inference exercises. Show him a picture, ask him question. What do you think is happening? Why do you think what do you think the season is? अगर वो बोले सर्दी है, बोले लेकिन उसने तो शॉर्ट्स पहना है. What do you think now is the season? What time of the day do you think it is? The child is sitting and having eating something, और सुबह बाहर दिन निकला हुआ है, लंच टाइम है. पूछो उसको कि ये सैटरडे है कि कोई वीकडे है. अगर वो वीकडे है तो वो क्यों बैठा है बच्चा अभी दोपहर तक घर में? इट मीन्स वीकडे वीकेंड है. सो इन्फ्रेंस, समझना. Try and do those activities with him and then ask him what is happening in the film. When you're asking something that the child is not yet prepared for, the child is discouraged further. Okay, so first we'll prepare. पहले हम ताकत लाएंगे, फिर हम ताकत का टेस्ट लेंगे. हम पहले ताकत का टेस्ट लेंगे बिना न्यूट्रिशन और सप्लीमेंट्स दिए तो बच्चा बेचारा. ठीक है ना?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you everyone. It's been wonderful, and thank you for staying. and take care. And I'll send a couple of PDFs your way. Those who have been downloaded those sample workbooks and have also liked us on Instagram. Please do like us. I try and share many resources there also. Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Take care. Have a good weekend ahead. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.